Peace. It's Black Native. I know. It's been a while since I hollered at y'all on this platform, but I'm changing that. So first I want to say welcome. Welcome to all those who, being introduced to me by by first time, whether it be by a song or you just want to check this video out, somebody told you about it or whatnot. Also, welcome back, to those who, been down with me since, day one or just a long time. Appreciate y'all for sticking it out with me. I promise you're going to hear more from me starting now. Let me give a short introduction for those first timers. My name is Black Native. I'm a rapper from Alabama. But I'm doing my thing up here in the DMV area. So with that, I wanted to bring back a segment that I started a long time ago called What I'm Tawnbout. And the point of that segment is it's a lyrical breakdown of one of my songs. And by the time I get through breaking that song down, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Simple enough, right? All right, so with this one, we gonna get it with Black Confederate. So let's get to it.
Black Confederate.
Okay, so let me preface this whole thing by saying I have never been, nor will I ever be, a Confederate apologist. All right? Like, let's just put that out there. I had to say that because I came out with this song November 2014, and then I dropped a video that I shot in DC December 2014. And Dylan Roof did his thing June 2015. So when the Dylan Roof situation popped off, you know how these racists do, and people who just got a warped sense of thinking in general, they always trying to find some kind of ally, right? So with these Confederate folk, they always try to find a black person as an ally because, well, if this black person said it, then it must not be wrong, right? That's how they get down. So what happened is we shot the video in black and white, and I had used as a prop the shirts that I was rocking, which was the symbol, the cover art for the single, which is a black and white Confederate flag. And I break all that down. The second verse, my song will break it down. But they saw it in black and white, and they thought I was rocking the OG, Confederate flag because the video was in black and white. And then they saw those two words together, Black Confederate. So without even listening to my song, knowing what the concept was about, knowing what it was about, anything, they hit up my content. They hit up my comment section. Yeah, brother, I'm with you. It's all about heritage, not hate. I'm from the South too. I got black friends, and black people fought in the Confederate Army. And at first, man, I was replying to everyone. Nah, you ain't listen to the song. Yada, 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 yada. And I just got tired, man. So by 2 months ago, because like I said, it's still going on now. Like, comment section, I got the link below if you want to holler at the video. Or you can you're already on my YouTube page, you can just go check it out. But somebody who, saw the video and actually took the time to listen to my lyrics and everything, they were like, man, I appreciate you, trying to set straight these little inbreds, these little racist inbreds, but like, how about you do a lyric video to kind of avoid all this confusion. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna do one better. I need to revamp my page anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring back What I'm Talking About, and I'm gonna go ahead and do it with this song because why not? So with that being said, with that preference, let's get into the song. All right, so the first verse.
Southern rap artists from the heart of Dixie. Rhymes go hard, the hammer of John Henry. Few new dudes who spew get been with me. True blue hues get turned green with envy. I'm from where the trappers and the fashion enthusiasts are the ones that's broadcasted and the rest go in obscureness. I'm a mosaic in a homogenous area where the formulaics manufactured by the plethora. There Black Native go again, picking up the pen, getting on the song again, rapping body better than, well, you can see it as that, but put me up against these clowns and you'll agree that it's fact. Now everybody seems hypno-stick, but by the ties of how we rock in the South, so a new flag fly. I've decided to secede from this union of whack rappers. Prepare for when the backlash backlash happens. I'm feeling like a black.
The first 4 bars is basically an introduction, saying, hey, Southern rap artist from the heart of Dixie. That's me. Heart of Dixie is Alabama's nickname. Like, everybody has a nickname, Florida, the Sunshine State, all those kind of things. Well, Alabama's nickname is the heart of Dixie. So that's me saying, hey, I'm from Alabama. My rhymes go hard. And those is very few that can see me on the mic. And those who can't, they feel some kind of way about it. So that's pretty much the first 4 bars. The second 4, is basically talking about how, if you from the South, you're supposed to look like the South. You're supposed to sound like the South. And you're supposed to rap like the South. So if it ain't this wardrobe, or if it ain't this sound, as far as like production wise, or if it ain't this content, if it ain't going by this formula, and you claiming you from down here, then you're going to get looked at funny. Your stuff is not going to get received as much by the masses. So basically that's me saying that, I'm a standout because I don't rap about what these other dudes rap about, or chicks rap about. I'm not the atypical, Southern artist. So I'm just saying that I'm set apart from the rest. And then I go into the fact that, everybody, all eyes are on the South. Everybody's been following what the South doing since, mid 2000s. Like, we pretty much been the pulse of hip hop. Everything they had to, all the trends, all the production, all that, it came through us. It came through the South. So, since everybody got their eyes on the South, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna go a little different way. I may be from around here, but I'm not necessarily like down with the trends and all this kind of stuff. I want to rap about some other stuff. So I'm not fitting in. So what I'm about to do is I'm about to secede. Hence the whole, Black Confederacy thing. You know what I'm saying? So basically, just like the Confederacy seceded from the nation, I'm saying I'm seceding from these whack rappers down here and, just branching off and doing my own thing, but still, doing my thing in the South. So that's basically the summation of the first verse.
Black Confederate seceded from my brethren. These brothers stole his garbage more than it's ever been. They say, be like them, rhyme irrelevant, spit some bullshit to fit in. I'm saying F it, man. Black Confederate seceded from my brethren. These brothers stole his garbage more than it's ever been. They say, be like them, rhyme irrelevant, spit some bullshit to fit in. I'm saying F it, man.
And you get into the hook. Hook is kind of self-explanatory. Black Confederate seceding from my brethren. These brothers flows is garbage more than it's ever been. They say, be like them, rhyme irrelevant, spit some bull to fit in. I'm saying F it, man. And yeah, that's basically me, drawing my line and saying like, nah, I'm not gonna spit this bull. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got something to say with mine. I'm lyrical with mine. So I'm gonna do that. And if that sets me apart, and if I gotta separate from y'all, then so be it. But I ain't gonna compromise none of my content, at least my lyrical ability for y'all, just to prove that I'm from the South. So yeah, that's the whole mindset. So that's the hook. Let's get into the second verse.
Same St. Andrew's cross, same stars, same design evolved from the stars and bars. Same meaning with the army of Northern Virginia. Winning with a battle insignia. But you see, I stripped it of its pigment, got rid of the blue and red, gave it black for solidarity instead. Now I understand the different kinds of emotions this may elicit, and everybody that see it may not get it. But before you strip it apart like a movie, reply hiccups. Let's take a gander at the swastika. It means to be good in Sanskrit etymology, a tantric symbol invoking Shakti. Then came the Nazis, they took away the dots, changed it black, turned it right, rotated it to the left, y'all know the rest. I'm doing the opposite, taking something that was oppressive and changing it into something progressive, the symbol of it.
So for the second verse, I'm pretty much breaking down why I chose the cover art that I chose, which is a black and white Confederate flag. The OG, well, not the original. The original is the Stars and Bars, but the ones that we know as, the Confederate flag, that design. Why did I choose not to remix it? Like, okay, for instance, like I could have been cute. It did something like Yellow Wolf. If you notice, so those who aren't familiar, Yellow Wolf is a rapper from Gaston, Alabama. He caught a lot of flack for like wearing like t-shirts of the actual Confederate flag. And yeah, he was on there. I'm from the South. It's different from me. I'm from Gaston, Alabama, and I'm not racist. Hell, I'm Native American. That's not how he really talks, but that's how I hear all that. So anyway, signed with Shady Records, and so basically he has a label imprint, and on that his label imprint is called Slamerican, right? And so with that, if you look at it, you can tell it's a redesigned Confederate flag, like hiding in plain sight. And he got black artists and stuff under his label. Hilarious. If you look at it though, it's a black flag, right? So here we go. Here go the joint. You got lightning bolts. So instead of the St. Andrew's cross that goes, down the whole thing, you just got lightning bolts on each corner, which is hella racist because lightning bolts are symbols of the Third Reich. Damn. Anyway, so he got lightning bolts to represent the St. Andrew's cross, right? And then not only that, but he got so instead of the stars going in between the St. Andrew's cross, like the original design, what he did was he put a star for each letter of Slamerican going across. It's just a redesigned Confederate flag. Go look at it. So anyway, I said no because I was talking to my ex-wife. So my ex-wife, man, she was the one who, did my album cover. She was who, pretty much my other creative mind in this whole, doing my whole process of doing this in my first album and everything. So, she was my videographer, did all my, videos, live performances, all that stuff. So I was talking to her and she was asking me, did I think about redesigning it or whatever? But I was like, no, my music is bold. My message is bold. And so I want the symbolism to be bold too. And so when I started getting to the second verse, I started talking about like, hey, yo, yes, this is what I'm doing. I'm using the same symbol that they used during the Civil War. That battle insignia, that they used, especially up here in Virginia, the capital of the Confederacy, right? But I stripped it of its pigment, got rid of the blue and red, gave it black for solidarity instead. So basically, yeah, I'm like, nah, I'm not going to rock the OG colors and everything. I'm going to strip that joint. And when a lot of people think about solidarity, they think about black. Black is solid. Black is strong. You know what I mean? So that's why I wanted to use that to change the optics. Right? So then I go into talking about how, how the Nazis perverted the swastika. So I started to get into the history of that. So basically, the swastika in Hindu, it comes from the words suwast, su, which means good, atsu, I think. Let me not fuck it up. Yeah, su meaning good, and atsti, suatsti, and then the ka is just a suffix at the end. But those su meaning, good. So basically it means to be good. Basically good, and then the asti part is existing. So existing, good, existing, being good. And it also in the Hindu culture means, it's also, the four directions of the earth. In Buddhism, they use it for, a symbol of eternity. So it has all these good, good meanings. And, even the design, they perverted. So, the OG swastika is red, not black. And it also has 4 dots in between. To invoke Shakti, which is Sanskrit for like God's energy. You know what I mean? So it's also some, Vedic Hindu stuff. Like, so yeah, all these good things. And what they did was they perverted it. And so I talk about how they, turned it black, flipped it around and put the 45 degree, took away the dots. I talk about that. And so my whole thing is, for the sake of this song, if the Nazis can take something as good meaning as the swastika and pervert it into something so evil, then for the sake of this song, I can take this Confederate flag and I can shoot some colors and I can flip that too. That's all I'm saying. That's basically what I'm saying. Other people have done it too. Yeah, I'm doing this for the sake of the song. You know what I'm saying? And so, but people have done it for in life, not outside of the swastika, the LGBTQ community. So if you ever see anybody with a upside down triangle that's solid black, that is a symbol that they used in concentration camps. So in concentration camps, if you had a black upside down triangle, they used that for people who were lesbians, who were sex workers, who were prostitutes, all those kind of things. So depending on what color you had, like if you had pink, you were a homosexual. If you had blue, you were an immigrant. I think purple was for like Jehovah's Witnesses and stuff like that. So depending on what color you had, your upside down triangle, that was how they labeled you. That was what they put on you. So yeah, the black joint. So the LGBTQ community was able to adopt that black upside down triangle and take that and flip that into one of their symbols. So if you ever see that on somebody's jacket or something like that, like you out here, if it's Pride Day, or you just, happen to, doing your thing and you see a chick with one of them joints, that's where that symbol comes from. It comes from concentration camps. It comes from the Third Reich. So again, for the sake of flipping something negative and turning it into a positive, that's why I did what I did for that song. Now, again, I am not an apologist. I do not believe in the ideologies of the Confederacy, period. Because, I'm black. You know what I mean? But just saying for the sake of this song, for me saying, hey, I'm feeling like a black Confederate seceding from my brethren. And so what other symbol to use than that? I just, like I said, I just remixed the colors a little bit and, talked about my reasoning. So that's what I wanted to, convey with that second verse. Cause I understand, a lot of pain and a lot of, history goes behind that symbol, and things like that. So I just wanted to explain why I chose the black and white and not do what Kanye did on some black skinhead. Like he was trying to actually make us like black Nazis and all that kind of stuff. And he was trying to make it a fashion statement, putting the actual patch on the jackets and stuff. And I'm like, nah, I ain't doing that. But the funny thing is, I got a lot of, cause I talk about my comment section. There's a lot of black folks up under there trying to call me a coon, trying to say it would be a Southern dude, Southern people, they lost and blah, 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 blah. But it's so funny. After I came out with this video around the same time, right? I don't know if y'all familiar with this group out of New York called the Flatbush Zombies. Flatbush Zombies, if you go look up right now, they got a song called Black Activists. Whoever the dude spitting the third verse, on the back wall behind him, when he's rapping, guess what he has? Yep. A black and white Confederate flag. Except he took out the stars and put Farsi, Arabic words to represent the stars. What's the difference? I'm from Alabama. And so because I'm from where I'm from and what I represent, they think that I'm just some lost, dumb Southern dude. You know what I'm saying? But for a New Yorker, oh, they understand symbolism. They from New York. And plus he put Pharisee symbols in there. And it must mean something else, right? So they got the break. Because I went to their comment section, nobody was giving them the heat that I'm getting. I understand that mine comes with a song attached, but all I'm saying is the symbolism. The symbolism is why. Because I could have called the song Black Confederate and could be rapping about something completely different and not have the symbol that I used. So I just want to throw that out there. Flatbush Zombies, Black activists. Just fast forward to the third verse and you'll see what I'm talking about. And you'll look at their comment section and they ain't getting none of the kind of heat from black folks that I was getting. You know what I'm saying? That I still get. And like I said, it's because I'm from the South. You did. So that's what the second verse is about. Basically breaking down why I chose what I chose for the cover art, the history of the swastika, and how it got perverted into what the Nazis did. And again, me saying, hey, if they can pervert this good symbol, then I can flip around this bad one for some good for the sake of my message. All right, so that's the second verse. Let's get into this third verse.
I know it's still a red state. Go to the wrong place, your race seals your fate. Immigration laws are the toughest in the nation. Business is still screwed cause of race and segregation. Black woman told no by her congregation to get married at her church cause it was mostly Caucasian. I don't subscribe to false naivete, acting like it's all good. I know where I stay, but it ain't all bad either. Got rid of some evils and more will die along with old people. They interracial, they in their pride. No more fear, and white girl booties then got round down here. And that redneck youngin' in the hunting fatigue gets in his pickup truck and plays all eyes on me. You see, that's what I'm talking about. A new day in the South. They old way of thinking out, led by a black.
So this third verse, right? So basically, I'm talking about how I know where I live, I know where I'm from, and I know the goings on of the South. So the politics, all of it. That's why I say it's still a red state. Go to the wrong place, your race seals your fate. Immigration laws are the toughest in the nation. Business is still screwed because of race and segregation. All that is political stuff. Like, well, not all of it, but the red state part and the immigration laws, all of those are political. Some people don't even feel like we should even vote in the primaries because it's a red state. We already know what's going to happen. That's how red it is. Until recently, we had Doug Jones. For a short period of time, Alabama was a blue state. So that's part of what I'm talking about in this verse. Progression in the South. But, I started off by saying, though, I'm not naive. I know what's going on down here. The immigration laws, man. At the time when I recorded this and released this, the immigration laws in Alabama was like real bad. Like it was we don't get a lot of other races. We have a sprinkle of Asian here, a sprinkle of Hispanic there, whatever. We don't have a lot. It's mostly black and white down here. And so the few that we did have because of the immigration laws, they got on out. It was an exodus. So, black woman told no by her congregation to get married at the church because it was mostly Caucasian. This black couple, this happened in Mississippi. This black couple, they wanted to get married at their church that they pay tithes to and attend every Sunday and probably go to Bible study, all of that. And they were told, no, you can't get married here because y'all black and it's not going to look good for the church. Yeah. And the stuff about interracial dating and pride, no more fear. That movie Loving was about that, and that was in Virginia. Again, capital of the Confederacy. But yeah, I remember the first time I voted at Alabama A&M during 2004 election. It was something on there about interracial dating in 2004 in Alabama. So, just saying, it's real. So, the fact that, folk ain't gotta like hide and it's not illegal, to do that no more. There's some progression there. And then part about the white girl booty joints, I just wanted to add that in. I mean, some of them do got some, they probably didn't ran track or played softball. Yeah, that's what I saw. And then the line about the redneck youngin' and the hunting fatigue, getting his pickup truck and plays all eyes on me. That was basically for like the Bubba Sparks type dudes who, they country white boys, but like they not racist. They just country. And they wear the mossy oak and they got the 30-30 on the rack. And they going hunting, but they listening to hip hop. I've seen it myself. Except for it wasn't Pac, it was 3 6 Mafia. But I've seen it. Walmart, yo. Again, even with the interracial dating, Walmart. If you ever in the South, go to Walmart and people watch. You see some interesting things, man. Like, it's a lot of social commentary, man. It's just the one place where everybody comes together. And you see some things. So yeah, those are just observations. And then the last part I'm saying, that's what I'm talking about. A new day in the South, that old way of thinking. Basically what I was talking about with Doug Jones, Alabama being a blue state for that, 2 years? Just some progression. And like I said, when these old folks die out, we can get some new things going on. And, that old operation of how things is going on down here, hopefully with the younger generation, with our kids or these millennials. Well, I'm technically a millennial because I was born in '84, but you know what I'm saying? Like the Gen Z and all them, the younger ones, possibly, if they get into politics and change some things in this region, we can see some progress and have, that old way of thinking, up out of here. So that's basically what the song is about, seeing the South for what it is, both good and bad, but also having hope for the future. So, and then I ended by Led by A, and I go into the hook, Black Confederate, and that's how I end the song. So, I hope that has some clarity in what I'm talking about when it came to this song. If you have any more questions, leave it in the comment section. If you want a shirt, a Black Native shirt, I just ordered some new one. They ought to be coming in real soon. So, they'll be on my Bandcamp page. I have a link for that. On my Bandcamp page is my album. Make sure you, cut my album. It's called Furious Styles, based on the fact that, who I look like. Lawrence Fishburne, right? And that, that was his character in Boys in the Hood. So, yeah, my album Furious Styles is on BlackNative.bandcamp.com. That album does feature the song Black Confederate. If you just want to listen to the song, you can go to BlackNative.bandcamp.com and listen to it on there. I also have the links below with my Spotify page and my Apple Music page and my title. So I'm on all the streaming platforms. That song is on all the streaming platforms and other singles and things like that. I appreciate y'all for taking the time out to, sit down and check out the video. And again, I promise you more consistency. I'm here. I promise. I'm here. Ain't no more waiting years for no, music content and stuff like that. Like, I'm here. All right. So once again, peace, and I'll holler at y'all next time.